all the four mistakes were stacked one upon another. And it led to what looks like a gigantic mistake, which actually is not such an extraordinary thing.
Yogendraji, if we step away from dissecting the polls to look at how you see the nature of political contestation over the next 5 years change, in your estimate, how is Modi 3.0 likely to be different from what India has seen in the past 10 years? How is the opposition likely to be different, given that Congress is about 100? How is the opposition likely to be different from what we've seen over the past 10 years?
Rahul, today was a very, very big day in India's democracy, and I can only put it in Hindi. आज तंत्र पे लोक की विजय हुई है. You know, the tantra, the system which has been dominating, that system has been, I mean, people have triumphed once again. And it's not just a piece of rhetoric. This happens very, very rarely, that a political party which is in command of everything, which has money, which has all the mainstream media, which has the entire establishment, unfortunately even the election commission, that is defeated the way it is. I heard someone talk about celebrating a defeat. And I personally thought what the Prime Minister was doing today was exactly that. It was celebration of frankly, a political defeat. How would it impact?
No, hold on to that. Can I just stop you? No, 1 minute. Yogendraji, can I just stop you on that? When you say that he's celebrating a political defeat, I heard a commentator from the United Kingdom saying, look, 10 years in power, and you still come back, how does it become a defeat? Look at the gap between 1 and 2, it's still extra. So when you say it's a political defeat, and the opposition is not celebrating a loss, what do you mean? No, sir, not just gap between 1 and 2. The BJP by itself is more than the entire India bloc put together. So Yogendraji, when you answer this question, you will have to keep in mind this fact that the India alliance taken together is at 234. Out of the 291 that the NDA has at this moment, the BJP by itself is 239. BJP individually 5 more than the entire India alliance taken together.
That too when you take TMC along.
Yogendra Yadav.
Thanks for the effort, Rahul, that you have put into all this mathematics. I have done numbers, and one of the things that I have learned from trying to do political numbers is that political numbers make sense in the political context. So Rajdeep, the British analyst or whoever told you after 10 years these things happen, he probably doesn't live in India. There's a very different context to it, and all of us know it. Rajdeep, you know it, Rahul, you know it, and every one of the audience knows it. In this was not a normal contest. Here is a contest where there is a stranglehold over power, where there is, in terms of money, BJP had probably what, 10, 20, 100 times more money that they were spending on this election than anyone else. That they had the entire media of this country lined up as their spokesperson. I think the British person may not have ever seen it, so he may not be familiar with all these things. They normally, in normal healthy democracies, you don't have such servile media as we've had in this country for the last 10 years. That all the institutions of governance were aligned, and that the election commission was playing a disgraceful role. They must not have seen all that. It is in this context, and the announcement of 400 par, and the entire media echoing 400 par, and till day before yesterday we were discussing 400 par. In that context, getting 240, 30 seats below majority is defeat. There is no other word for it. I know it must be very hard to take it for many people, but I think it's time we begin to realize, Rahul, that reality has changed.